what's cracking with it? It's crazy because I'm done with school. Work is still in the heat of the holidays, so it's busy there. The little one is just getting over a little cold. I had a little bug, but technically I should have a little bit more free time, and I still feel like I'm having to crank it out and literally bust my ass to get these videos out for y'all. But nevertheless, we're still getting it done. As you can imagine, I'm recording this video because the little one is taking a late nap today. So I got a lot of things I'm trying to get through, and these are one of the main things that I wanted to get. Not through is the wrong word, because that dismisses the special cloth, the special fiber, the special moment, you know what I'm saying? Ilk, if you will, that this shoe and this collab and this designer, this brand, these two brands have put together for us. So, as you can see, I already have one of the shoes out. This is gonna be a review for the Adidas Fear of God 1 basketball shoe. And I know I'm probably like spoiling it right now. Maybe I'll put some clips up of unboxing this one as well, just so y'all can see. In case y'all are curious, I'm gonna go through the exact same thing on this shoe here. Just to explain it, I know I said I was gonna do that. This shoe that I have literally next to me, like this exact shoe, is a size 9.5. I actually ordered 2 sizes, so a 9.5 in the sesame, and then I ordered a size 10 in the all black version of the shoe, the carbon. So this is before I saw the comment, and Jerry and folks that ordered their pairs started to get them in saying, go up a half size, go up a half size. I worked for Adidas for 2 years. I know how their sizing work. I wouldn't say they're inaccurate. It's just like, depending on the model and the shape of the shoe, a lot of their shoes, I feel like they run big, so I would go down to 9.5, and some of them will work, but a lot of times I could have used a size 10. So with Jerry, I just didn't know who made the last, because it's Fear God. He's gonna take full creative control over like how the shoe is put together. So I was like, I'm not gonna chance it. I'm gonna just go true to size 10, and I'll order 9.5 just in case. And yes, I'm okay with it. For the most part, the resale is back at retail price, so I can make most of my money back. I might lose out on a couple dollars, but it's cool. I made a rant just to give a quick explanation, man. Like I really was and still really am excited for this collaboration with Fear God and Adidas for Jerry as a black creative, myself, and him as honestly, he's probably one of my biggest inspirations and idols in terms of fashion. I just feel like what he stands for, and really how he has put his brands together, and really just how it inspires people, makes us feel when we put his clothes on, like how much attention to detail goes into it. Even with the mainline Fear God and Essentials, like it still evokes like a feeling, you know what I'm saying, when you see it on someone or when you put it on yourself. So man, I was just super excited. I was like, as soon as I saw the first images, I was like, I'm copping them. Like that's all I care about. The clothes are dope. If I could get some maybe on sale, or maybe like resale market for not retail or lower than retail, then I might, but like these were a no-brainer for me. So enough rambling. You already know what it is because I just said it. But this is the carbon colorway. So as y'all can see, the box is literally massive. The shoe itself is pretty. It is heavy, but it's not like heavier than you would think a designer basketball shoe would be. Let's get into it. Got our trusty box opener. And like I said, if you're curious about this shoe unboxing, it is like literally the exact same thing. So let's get into it. If y'all can see, this is what the inside of the box looks like as soon as you open it up. There's some paper and cardboard on top. Just so y'all know, which I'm sure y'all love coming to my channel for, I like to make sure that that's something that I provide with my videos. I will be talking about sizing. Obviously, I just got the shoes in. Literally, I just slipped my foot inside of there just to see. I'll talk about it in a second. But I think if you go with your shoe to size, you'll be okay. Let's get into the shoes though. Box is super heavy. So let's get into the box itself. So as y'all can see, this is really just the outer box. I'm just spinning it so y'all can tell this is literally a massive shoe box. It is pretty heavy. I think the box itself, whatever materials is made out of, like it's pretty hefty cardboard. So looking at the shoe tag, just so y'all can see it. Hopefully this is good. The official name for the shoe, as y'all probably just saw, I'm gonna zoom in, is the Adidas and Fear God Athletics 1 basketball. The carbon, which this is the all black color. It's IF 6680. Carbon is the colorway, like I said, and this one is the US size 10. So opening it up, y'all. Otherwise, also beside the sizing, which I thought was really interesting when I opened up this box. Like it's weird that this box, when you see how I open it right now, like this has the sizing tag on it. There's an internal box that actually has the shoe that has no sizing on it, which I guess is an interesting detail. It's like a lot of thought put into how, you know, you experience opening up the shoes, you know, the box. So open this up and be very gentle. I found out with the unboxing those that you can take that. I've been seeing a lot of people unbox theirs and they're like ripping the paper like, it is what it is. If I resell any of these, I want to make sure that they are in pristine condition, as if never touched or opened. So like I said, y'all, when you take the box out, this is the box that has the sizing tag on it. As you can see, there's no other Fear God, Adidas branding, or anything on there. So, all right, so now we're into the actual box that has the shoes in them. As y'all can see, it has this wax paper around it. So I will show y'all a safe way to take this off without tearing the paper. So I thought when I was seeing people's videos, they're just ripping through it. You don't have to, okay? This is not all like a one-piece unit. Although I feel like if Jerry did that, that would be his way to stop people from reselling them. So yeah, there's that. But look at this. If you just slide it up, it will keep the paper intact. Now the pair that I keep, obviously I won't worry too much about it. I probably still will try to be as delicate as I can. But if you just slide it up, y'all, you don't have to tear the paper. Actually, it'll stay intact, like I said. Same thing with the side one. Now this one is like this. If you just turn the box up, you can slide it right up through the top. Like I said, it's for all my people who are thinking about potentially selling them, or maybe if you need to do a size swap. And cool, so y'all just saw it because I just took the paper off and y'all saw the front. But it does have this little 3-stripe. This is kind of the Fear of God logo that the 3 stripes has been, the new look it's been given by Jerry. So as y'all can see, it's got the 3 stripes. It is like embossed, debossed, which means it's sunken into the cardboard piece here. It's coming off of it. So it's got like a 3-dimensional kind of look to it. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it definitely is raised up a little bit higher. I think it's actually really cool too, because you know, the way, if y'all saw the, I'll put some images or pictures up, but the experience kind of like showrooms that he had, where they had the 3 big monoliths, like where you could see the big statues when you walked in there. It's just, I feel like the lighting, obviously Jerry with his campaigns and like the visuals always look dope. But it's cool because even right now with my, I have studio lights in my, you know, setup here recording. Like even that, like the shadow, like the way that it's showing the 3 stripes, like it just looks really dope. So yeah, and I don't know if it's rubber, just like hard. It feels like, I think it's plastic. It's matte plastic. But on the branding on the box, again, it's just this all over kind of like, you know, normal, typical kind of like off-white, almost like sand. Sand is a good way to describe it. Sand colored cardboard, pretty sturdy. It just says Adidas Fear God on the box. On the side, nothing. Adidas Fear God again on the back. And then on the side, nothing. So bottoms, nothing as well. All right, let's get into the shoes, y'all. Like I said, I already did these ones. I know you guys are looking at them on the couch just for reference, but let's get into this one. So once we open the box, the box, yeah. All right, let's take this off, set this to the side. All right, when you open it up, you do have the, again, wax paper or tissue paper, I guess I could say. It does say Adidas Fear God on there really faintly. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera. Hopefully it does, y'all. Once we get past that though, be very delicate. Let's see, as y'all can see, next part here, we do have the actual shoes themselves inside the aluminum chrome looking silver plated internal bags, which is really cool, especially like a designer shoe. I mean, if it's like a sneaker wear or athletic brand like Adidas or Nike, it's a nice touch. I feel like you know that you're getting your money's worth out of a shoe if you can get these type of details in the packaging. So it's really cool. So again, like I said, each shoe comes in its own silver pack. This is one, and then we got 2. Cool, so now we got our sneaker bags. So on the bag itself, it just basically says, I know with the reflection it might be difficult to see, but it basically says Adidas Fear God on the bag. Same thing on this shoe as well. The Nike collab that he did, I think when it came in these silver bags, you had to cut them. So when you bought it from someone else, obviously it was just kind of, I think it's a collective agreement you would have had, or we all have in the, you know what I'm saying, the sneaker community, that if you buy these, it can be DS, but the bag has to be cut to check out the shoes. So I like on this one though, that this is my first Fear of God purchase, by the way. I forgot to say this because I said it in the other video, but this is my first Fear of God purchase straight from his website. Anything, like first Fear of God piece, anything. I own a couple of essentials, but my first Fear of God anything. So for me, I just really, like I said, I love the experience. I love going through this whole unboxing, but I like the fact that on this one, I know I keep jumping tangents, but I like the fact that on this one, you don't have to cut anything. Like it's like a Velcro. So I'll try to do it so y'all can see, but it's like a little, just, if y'all can hear that, that's a little plastic. It's almost like it's like plastic Velcro type of thing. So there's a bunch of little notches in there, and they're just like, I don't know if y'all can see, but there's like little notches in there that Velcro snaps to each other. But inside, got our shoe wrapped in more tissue paper, which we will now unveil together, y'all. We made it. You made it through the video. Y'all ready? All right, let's do it. Take our tissue paper off. The tissue paper. Yeah. 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 You know what's so crazy, bro, too? This is how I know I really like the shoe, and like the shoe is dope to me. As y'all obviously just saw, like, not even just saw, you're looking at it. I just opened this one up yesterday in a video and unboxed it myself for the first time. Been really personally waiting on this shoe, just like to get my hands on it, take a look, check out the craftsmanship, you know, get inspired by what I'm seeing. And in my mind, I'm like, even though I'm opening this up, I know I'm doing a video with you, so I'm not really saying it out loud, but in my mind, I'm like, damn, I wonder, like, I was kind of afraid that like, if I open this up and I don't feel as like ecstatic about another color, does that mean I just fell for the hype and I don't really like the shoe? And I think to some degree, maybe like an ounce of me is like, okay, I already saw it. Like I just checked this one out last night, so I'm not as hyped, but seeing it in all black, I do get that feeling again, like this is fire. I think for me too, it's like, I like that pair. I think when I first saw the pictures, I liked that pair first, the Sesame, just like when they first leaked about what it was gonna look like. And then when I saw the all black pair, I saw people put them on with fits. I think Paul Fuentebella, some other people, I don't remember. But when I saw them, these ones with in pictures with people's outfits, I was like, oh, the all black is crazy. It almost looks like a vulcanized or like a skate shoe to some degree, because it's, you know, like a lot of skate shoes are all black on the top and then they have like white vulcanized, you know, outsoles. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm just rambling probably, but I'll dive into the shoe a little bit. So like I said, I did a little bit of my homework yesterday. A couple of the main things to really try to, you know, give y'all some insight on, hopefully educate and inspire you about this shoe if you're on the fence. You know you hate it, you know you love it, maybe just some little tidbits to help you know a little bit more about the shoe. So as y'all can see, the Adidas Fear of God, well, let me get the name right, Athletics 1 basketball. And this is, again, in the triple carbon colorway, so the all black with the smoked out bottom. So let's get into it. So actually, I'll start from the bottom and go up. So this is pretty typical of Jerry's footwear designs, even if it's not a collab like with Nike or Adidas. Even his own Fear of God models come like this. It's a smoked out, like all one piece outsole and midsole. So as you can see, it is, I'm trying to move it around right now. I know this is a basketball shoe. There's not a ton of flexibility in it, but yeah. Outsole does have herringbone traction, so that's definitely a basketball feature. Jerry did say that this one is basketball inspired, but definitely this model leans a lot more toward lifestyle, and he has, I think they said anywhere, I don't know, 10 to 20 other models that he has planned to come out with the brand. So really dope. So I'm looking forward to those two. Back of the outsole and the heel underneath it just basically has a black tab that says Fear of God. Front of the toe and the outsole just says Adidas, if y'all can see. Super, I don't know if the lighting is good. This is Adidas there. Moving up, so let's do this. I'm gonna talk about this cage here because I think that's the one part that I was really excited to talk about myself. In no way, form, or fashion am I a soccer player. However, let me read y'all the, all right, sorry. So I wanted to make sure I read this correctly for y'all verbatim on Adidas's website as well as Fear of God, which I think they just took directly from, you know, the Fear of God description. It basically says that the Fear of God Athletics 1 basketball is uniquely positioned at the intersection of fashion and sport. Fear of God style codes are visible in the low profile shape, which would be, you know, the toe box, and sculpted translucent rubber outsoles. Like I said, this is traditional look for the Fear of God brand in terms of like the outsole that you get. The shoe is crafted in a premium knit upper with the neoprene collar an ankle bungee with toggle and no-sew TPU film overlays, and a light strike midsole to deliver elite comfort. Let's break that the hell down. So the first thing, crafted in a premium knit upper. I actually thought it was mesh, and I think people have been saying online that this was like a mesh upper and even just along the side. It is not. It gives off mesh. However, this is not mesh. It does give off like a mesh vibe to it, but it's actually a knit upper, which is super dope because knit is definitely like in Adidas's wheelhouse. It's in a bag. Like that's nothing new for them. And I like that Jerry used that. But it does have that, as they say, TPU film overlays. So it's like the knit is there for the comfort and the stretch, but then they throw the TPU on there, I think, just for like the, you know what I'm saying, durability of it. So I guess if you wanted to hoop, or with the hoop inspiration, something that's durable enough to last throughout a, you know what I'm saying, a session for hooping. So the other part, it does have the neoprene collar, so this part does stretch pretty well. It's also really smooth, like around the ankle. It's got the neoprene collar, and then in the front as well. And then it does have this bungee piece. I did try on the sesame pair. I will agree with most people, this does not do shit. Like, it looks cool, but ooh, I didn't even think about this, but I honestly, you could probably wear this joint to the back. Yeah, it's kind of dope, I think, with it on the back of the heel. This one, I do like the super fat rope laces. Does give off the, you know, almost like a 90s basketball feel. You got your lace lock in matte black, and your aglets are in matte black. And then on your lace lock, it does have a three stripe on there. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but super dope feature. Cool thing about the laces too, I feel like a lot of like premium shoes that you'll buy from these brands where they do collabs, it's almost like you can like, you find little things that you're like, dang, I just got cheaped out on my money. I'm not even seeing where I get that feature. Like inside the shoe, obviously y'all can't see, but like how this rope goes, like, you know, this rope right here goes in and then it comes out. Obviously I can feel that, like where this gap is, where it goes in, I can feel the rope there. So like if you're tightening the shoe, you know it's actually doing it. It's not just for looks. That part to me is cool because it's like the design that they're putting in is super dope, but it's actually functional. The last piece that it talks about too is the light strike midsole. So light strike is used in, I think Trae Young's new model has it on there. I might be incorrect on that, but I know who does use it a lot is Damian Lillard shoes. And Damian Lillard uses bounce, and then Donovan Mitchell uses light strike. But a lot of their generic basketball shoes that Adidas has, light strike is like their go-to for basketball. It's quick, responsive, like hit the ground running, it responds back. So it makes sense why they would put that in this one. It's also usually pretty lightweight, so I think the heaviest part about the shoe is literally the outsole. Moving on up, the next part that I've been so excited about explaining to people, and this is going back to the description, so continuing on after the light strike and all that stuff that was explained, it talks about, on the last sentence, iconic branding is evident in the 3 stripes molded cage that takes inspiration from the Adidas Predator cleat archive. And then lastly it says an embossed Adidas logo on the toe, which we talked about, and a black bar embossed with the Fear of God logo on the heel, which we talked about already. But so this is the part that to me is super dope about Jerry. And maybe, you know, this is the reason why we get stuff that comes out 3 years later, 4 years later, whatever. The fact that he digs in the archives and he brings up stuff that maybe we don't even know we want as a consumer until he puts it together. This branding and this take and, how would you say, delivery of the 3 stripes on this model, in my mind I was kind of like, man, when the pictures first kind of dropped, I was like, it looks super familiar. Again, I worked for Adidas for 2 years, so most of the models I had become familiar with, even, you know, the ones that I probably already knew before working there. And I was like, man, this looks really familiar, but I wonder where he's gonna tell us like he got the inspiration, you know, from. And immediately as soon as they said it, I was like, that makes sense, bro. This is a Predator Adidas like caging. I'm not a soccer player. I almost played in high school. Shout out to my boy Ron Gibb, you know the facts. Basically, the Adidas Predator line is like their go-to soccer line. And the way that most of their models, even from past to now, the way that the 3 stripes almost like literally like Predator claws, like the way it's literally shaped, it's almost like it's arcing, like it's not just straight up like that, it's almost like curving with the shoe, and almost like a wave. That is literally what the Predator models look like on soccer cleats. So I just think that's super dope that he put it in a basketball shoe that's also just so dope as like a high fashion lifestyle shoe. So yeah, and those are, I think, just TPU plastic cages. It's cool because it goes from like a matte finish that has a little bit of gloss to it. Up the middle, there's like a knit, like sewn in lace, or I guess tongue cover. There's no tongue, it's all one piece, but yeah. And then in the back, I know a lot of people are like, why the heck is this here? I don't know why the heck not, it looks cool. Okay, side note, y'all, real quick. I actually figured out what I think this rear little loop is for. If you can see, I actually put my laces through the back. I took the lace from here and then wrapped it through the back and then through the front. I just used the lace loop to tighten it from here to there. And then I still use the bungee cord if need be, but this is what it looks like on foot, just so y'all can see it. So, to the front, I just tighten it that way, and then I leave this one kind of underneath that. And then I just use the bungee cord as like an extra tightening loop. It feels pretty snug, honestly. I'm probably not gonna wear it out today, but it looks pretty dope with it on, and it feels pretty snug. Gemma, what you think? Hello? Gemma? Yeah. All right, y'all, we out. Sorry that there's no function to it. I guess technically if you wanted to get your finger in there and use a little bit, you could, but it is pretty like sewn down. Other than that, man, I will try these on and let y'all know what I think. But otherwise, man, I just think it's a dope shoe, bro. Let me see if I can just compare for sizing. Sorry, these are my Jordan 1 Lost and Founds, obviously. Just for sizing purposes, so y'all can see the comparison. So this is pretty butt to butt, I think y'all can see, especially like from where the foot actually comes up, and that's where it's hitting. Lost and Founds, this is like, I wear 10s and 1s, like for sure. But this is a 10 in this shoe, and I feel like this is pretty spot on. So yeah, man, I will try these on and let y'all know what I think in terms of sizing. But I think if you go true to size, you'll be okay. If you go up a half size, you'll definitely have some more wiggle room. The shoe is narrow, but it's not insanely narrow. Also, the insole is like it feels like a super low, I don't think it's suede, but it's just like a nice feel. And then there's an Adidas logo that's debossed in leather. Again, y'all, like I said, I just think it's a dope shoe. If you're able to cop it, I think you should. You never know, what can happen. And I think if you're able to, like I said, I think it's just gonna be something that's, the start of a really dope thing that they're trying to put together. So I'm just really happy to have them. Congrats to your team and you, Jerry, and all the people at Adidas that put it together. You know what I mean? Nothing's ever gonna be perfect or easy, but it's really dope that we get a lot of these, inspiring pieces from these cool brands that are trying stuff. So like I said, you'll definitely see an on-feet look. I think these look dope with shorts. I tried them with them yesterday, and I think they also look dope. They're gonna look dope with pants too, depending on the type. But I will do a styling video. If y'all want like a TikTok vid too that goes through maybe just some outfit options, let me know. Y'all seem to like the last one that I put out, so shout out to y'all. I'm gonna sign off though, man, because I need some rest. I told y'all I just got some days off, and my life is kind of slowed down for another month or two until I crank back up after the new year. So I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna sit down and knock out some videos for y'all. I got a lot of things on my plate that I really want to try to set up for next year, 2024, to be the best year yet. So appreciate y'all. If you have any questions, again, hit the comment section. Let me know. I'll try to educate as much as I can. And yeah, man, y'all know how I do though. Never ask or force anyone to follow or subscribe or none of that. That's not what this channel is for. I hope you came here and learned something, got inspired, you know what I'm saying? Felt the need to try something new. Maybe change your mind about something in another way. You know what I mean? Stop doing something. I don't know, whatever it is. Otherwise, I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you. If you do feel like following on my social media, here is Jamal Virgo TV. You can hit the subscribe button, but on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, Jamal Virgo Child. Definitely stay up to tune. And like I said, I got a lot of stuff coming. So stay locked in. I will see y'all soon. I appreciate the love. And yeah, I'm out, man. Your boy's tired. All right, y'all. See you soon. Boosh.